Cystic fibrosis is like thick mucus everywhere.
It's a genetic disease
that affects the transfer of sodium and chloride, and it basically creates a mucus in the body.
And most dramatically affects the digestive systems along with the lungs.
Basically, we cough all the time and we have really bad stomach aches.
It makes life tough for patients.
We get sick easier. We can't be exposed to like that many germs. Action!
I'm married to Falco, and I have a son, Dylan DeFalco, who's 2 with cystic fibrosis.
And I'm Lou DeFalco, and I have a son, Michael, who's 3.5 and also has cystic fibrosis.
We keep saying I. We have kids together.
My name's Robin Borgeson. I'm 17 years old and I have cystic fibrosis.
My name is Pat Conway. I'm 23 years old and I have cystic fibrosis.
Eric Teagle. I'm 16 and I have cystic fibrosis.
My name is Valerie Batts and I have cystic fibrosis, and I'm proud to say I'm 51 years old.
My name is Cara Conway. I'm 16 years old and I have cystic fibrosis.
I'm Chris Walsh, the board president of the Greater Illinois chapter of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and my son Colin is 7 and he has CF.
When I was diagnosed at 22 months old, my parents were told I wouldn't live to the age of 5.
He wasn't diagnosed for what? That was like...
I was 7 months old.
7 months old.
Right. It was April of 1988.
Savannah was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at 2 weeks old.
She was screened through a newborn screening. They had diagnosed her through the genetic testing.
Michael was 10 weeks old, and Dylan, we were pregnant with Dylan when we found out.
I definitely remember being in the hospital. I just thought that was what every normal kid did, so I guess it was normal to me.
I think for us, it was denial. You know, you don't want to hear that your children have this chronic, genetic disease that is going to affect them for the rest of their lives.
It's odd because you take a look at these kids and they look normal.
Well, my daily routine is, every morning I wake up and I have to do treatments.
I have to make sure I eat right.
Between the 2 boys, over 60 medications or pills a day.
It was definitely harder to not understand why I had to be doing all these treatments.
When I was younger with the parties, it made me really upset because all my friends would go and they'd be like, "Why didn't you come?" And I didn't really know what to say. I'd just say I couldn't, but I really wanted to.
I mean, sure you want to, but it's not like something you have to do. I think you'd rather stay healthy than get sick doing it.
I was just so afraid I wouldn't live long enough to see my kids graduate from high school and that they would grow up without a mother.
You know, the clock's ticking.
There's always the fear that, it's always in the back of your mind, but we choose not to think about that, and we just try to think about the hope and the good things. What do you think, Mike? You want to say anything to the camera?
My family helps a lot. They make me feel normal, so everything about CF is I try not to make it as big a deal because they're there.
When Sophie's sick, I'll help her get stuff and she needs something. And she helps me when I'm sick. And she makes me a hot cocoa and food. Because I can't cook, so she does that.
In 1988. You were never supposed to make it to your 21st birthday. That's what Mom and Dad had always told us. So when you had your 21st birthday 2 summers ago, it was a really big deal. And now we're all here. We're still together as a family, and it's because of donations and research and development and drugs, that Pat is now 23 years old and, doing really well.
If you're going to donate to something, donate to a foundation where 90 cents on the dollar goes to research. Make sure that the investment you're making means something. And nowhere is it going to mean more than Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the CF Foundation. All the treatments and medications that have come out in the past 50 years is what makes me still alive today.
The people make you feel great. You can laugh with them. You can talk with them.
Without our friends, we wouldn't be able to do anything.
You have an informal support group. There's all these volunteers, all these mom and dads that are going out there trying to make money to find the cure.
Your support could help us find a cure.
I think that there will be a cure, and I really hope that we see it in their lifetime.
I know it's so close, and it's so annoying that we can't get it.
When you have 2 children with cystic fibrosis, you want that miracle to happen today.
Next year I'm probably going to go to Indiana University, so I'm really excited about that.
My true #1 goal is to one day have my own family and raise my own kids, and hopefully they can be healthy.
What I hope most for her is that, she grows up and kind of brushes this off as not really having any significant memory of this, and this wasn't very, much of an impact in her life.
My hope is that they get to fulfill their dreams and whatever they want to do in life.
I hope that, you can be there and watch us get married and to have kids of our own. And
Thank you. Thank you for your generosity and support.
For anything and everything that everybody's doing to help find a cure for my daughter and everybody else with CF.
Thank you.
Cut.